Does your child struggle with intense feelings of frustration when you give them a job to do? Maybe it's at chore time, or maybe you're homeschooling and it's with school, and these emotions of frustration, like, they spiral into these intense outbursts, and it's really frustrating, right? For you and for them. I want to encourage you to approach it a different way. And remember, start looking at it a little bit differently. Your child is used to watching you do these things flawlessly, easily. You don't struggle with it. You don't need a stool to put dishes away. You don't need to try to remember where things go. And these things that are so easy for you are just, they're not that easy for the kid. Think about how you would feel if somebody asked you to do a job that you knew they could do perfectly and you were just going to flounder around the whole time trying to do it. It'd be really vulnerable. And our kids feel this way a lot too when we give them jobs to do, and that frustration is really hard for them. So next time that you find yourself in that situation, instead of jumping into a reprimand, I encourage you to start with something like, maybe you told them to empty the dishwasher and they're really having a hard time with it. Try something like, when I was a little girl, I remember how hard it was for me to empty the dishwasher. It can be really hard when you can't reach things and you don't remember where they go, and it just feels like it's a lot of dishes, right? And it takes a long time. I remember being frustrated by that myself. But you know what? I kept practicing. I kept doing it, and I got taller, and it got easier for me. And build their confidence instead. Remind them that they're not struggling with this because they're bad at it. They're not struggling with the job or the schoolwork or whatever it is. They're not struggling with it because there's something wrong with them. They're struggling with it because they're learning, and that's okay. And you can build them up in that. And it's not saying that, oh, the behavior, whatever's, coming out as a result, it's not saying that that's okay. But if you could teach them how to deal with how they're feeling toward themselves and encourage them, chances are the behavior wouldn't be there in the first place. So that's my challenge to you. Look at it that way. Try to see where you can sneak in some little stories of when you were a little girl and maybe things weren't perfectly easy for you either, and see how it helps them.